I found 15 faceless niches you need to start before 2027. Now, why 2027? Because they're getting views now, even for smaller channels, but when everyone finds out, it's gonna be too late. Even if you're a beginner and you've never made a YouTube video, and they can all be done without showing your face. Obviously, they're faceless. All right, first up is gonna be credit cards. Now, Americans are suffering, and other countries too. Like, it's getting really, really bad. And over 111 million Americans are struggling to pay off their credit card balance, with the average debt being $6,600 and a total debt of 1.28 trillion just in the US alone. And yeah, that's trillion with a T. And maybe you're Jeff Bezos or Elon Musk, but to me, that's a lot of money. So here's the good thing. Everyone has a credit card nowadays. And millions of people are looking for tips, tricks, and how to get points, the best cards, loyalty programs on YouTube. And so the credit card niche is truly underrated. Because number one, it's a strong audience. And number two, it's easy to monetize. Look, credit card videos use affiliate links. And every time somebody signs up for a credit card or something through that link, they get a small or a big commission. And because credit card companies are drowning in money, their affiliate programs tend to be very good. Plus, you also get points, loyalty rewards, meaning a lot of these credit card YouTubers fly for free, they get hotels, first class things, grocery checks, all that good stuff. And so the question now is, how can I do this faceless without showing my face on YouTube? And many of the top channels are actually faceless in the credit card niche because it's not about your personality, it's about the credit card and the information, which you can largely research and provide with AI. So I'll give this niche, let's say, an 8 out of 10. The next faceless niche you need to start this year is gonna be gaming. Now look, you think I'm completely insane. Lucas, you're talking about gaming. Gaming is so saturated, people don't make any money, blah, blah, blah. No, I promise you. Listen up. There is a whole niche in gaming that's completely untapped, and it's perfect for faceless creators. Look at this channel, for example. It's all about the video game Assassin's Creed. Do you know it? It's one of my favorite series. I've played pretty much every game in that video game series, and I'm actually a hardcore gamer, or used to be before life got in the way. Now, this channel right here makes videos about the game Assassin's Creed. Stories, opinions, cool things. It's basically like a script, a faceless voiceover, and some footage from the game. That's it. That's literally it. Now, he's not that active now on the channel, but the videos when he was active were getting hundreds of thousands of views. And even in the gaming niche, that's enough to seriously monetize the channel. Let's just make that clear. So don't overlook gaming, just focus on a part of it, which I recommend, which is storytelling. And think about the games you're playing right now or what's popular, and focus on one series. Now, maybe you're into Call of Duty, GTA, Candy Crush, might be a little bit harder to talk about, whatever you want to do. 7 out of 10. Okay, moving on, I'm going to share 5 videos that could get views in a secret niche. Here are some video ideas. How much does it cost to actually build a skyscraper? Why are weddings so expensive? How much does it cost to own a private jet? How much does it cost to open a McDonald's? And how much does it actually cost to have a dog? This niche is called cost breakdown, where you break down the cost of things, right? Shocking. And this faceless niche is absolutely exploding right now, probably because everything's getting so expensive, life in general, and people think more about their finances now, so they're pretty interested in this stuff. And the reason why I love this niche, and especially this faceless niche, is you can pretty much scale it forever. There's always a video to make, like how much something costs. There's always something to answer. And also, because you talk about finance, you get higher CPMs, meaning you earn more ad revenue on YouTube because it's a high CPM niche. And so it's easier to get good sponsors as well. It requires no specific background or finance experience, and you can do the research mostly with AI. 8.5 out of 10. Next up is dating. Now, dating is a faceless niche that's a bit controversial, but everybody's looking for a date. I mean, hopefully not if you're married, but here's a crazy fact, okay? Most couples actually meet online nowadays, and over 50% of relationships, they met online. And if you just go back 20 years, this was pretty much non-existent. I mean, maybe like a small new Facebook group once that was up, but which has created a whole new game of texting, Tinder, dating apps, and that is a huge opportunity for faceless YouTube creators. If you just search for Tinder dating on YouTube, you'll find videos with thousands or even millions of views. For example, 3 months of dating as an average guy, what I learned, 600k views, I swiped right 1,000 times on Tinder, 400,000 views, and the craziest video, why men get so few matches on dating apps, faceless channel, completely faceless video, 6 million views on one video. And you can monetize this niche with courses, products, private communities like on School, which a lot of people do. They create a dating community or just be an affiliate for someone else and kind of stay behind the scenes. When you have a dating channel, there's a lot of ways to monetize in addition to ads. So 8.5 out of 10. You can also join my free newsletter, link in the description, about how to grow on YouTube and how to monetize as a beginner without showing your face unless you want to. Now moving on to the oil industry. As I'm recording this, there's a whole debacle going on in the Middle East and oil prices are skyrocketing. But even before that, people had a weird obsession with oil, probably because it fuels everything we do, from the cars we drive to the machines that make our food. And now there are already channels on YouTube successfully talking about gold, silver, Bitcoin, other things like that. But I see a huge gap in oil. Nobody seems to be talking about it. Now you can make faceless videos on the oil price, predictions, oil news, the process, oil history. I mean, there's always something going on with oil and a lot of things to talk about over thousands of years. 6.5 out of 10. Easy for views, harder to monetize except for ads, or maybe you could get a sponsorship from Saudi Arabia's oil company or something, which would be very profitable, but probably you can expect that at least. Next up is nicotine addiction. Now, millions of people are trying to quit smoking, but very few actually do it because they're addicted and it's very hard. They go on YouTube, they seek help and community, which is why stop smoking videos are getting so many views. You can do this faceless, explaining the science behind nicotine addiction, ways to fix it, stories of people who beat it, tips and tricks. I mean, it's pretty much an endless niche. There's always problems with this. And you can sell private community access, courses, coaching, or just be an affiliate and get a commission from other stop smoking programs. Really underrated. I mean, so many people are struggling with smoking and you can make a difference while growing a profitable, faceless YouTube channel. 8.5 out of 10. The next faceless niche you have to start is personal finance. Now, a lot of finance stuff is kind of a gray area and requires you to be an expert, but personal finance is pretty simple. It's spend less money, have a budget, try to save, and invest a little bit of money. And that's mostly it. So all these like personal finance channels are saying the same shit in different ways with stories and all that stuff. And they're making hundreds of videos talking about how to spend less money, even though it's just spend less money, it's the same thing, because we always have this problem. And you can join the wave as well. Now, the secret here is going to be storytelling, having a unique perspective on this topic, and focusing on one part like minimalism, budgeting, cheap versus expensive, etc. And now personal finance also attracts high CPMs and sponsors. So if you're thinking about this niche, why to start this one is because you don't need as many views as you might think to have a solid income. Okay, next up, I'm just gonna get on YouTube and show you a real channel. Financial Wolf talks about side hustles and he tries side hustles out, he shows the results and people love it. He's been doing this for many years and only gets a few thousand views, but his niche is amongst the most profitable on YouTube with high CPMs, sponsors literally throwing themselves at him, and easy affiliate commissions. And that's why he only needs a few thousand views to do pretty well. Now, how can you do the same faceless? His secret is authenticity. Now, there are thousands of side hustle channels. Most of them are pretty bad. But he's authentic. He's not showing, promising results or just showing something that's not real. He's just showing his own results, whether it's good or bad. Now, you could do the same even without trying things like him. You could report on data, which side hustles people are most likely to succeed with. You could generate lists, talk about mistakes people make, etc. And so I'll give this niche like a 7.5, slightly lower score because YouTube guidelines are very strict here, so make sure you're not promising any results or, being very careful. I'm the do-gooder of YouTube. I'll always tell you the boring truth. Now, there are going to be a lot of YouTube coaches without experience who will tell you to make a risky video, pick a niche that's actually banned or harmful long-term, that can harm your channel, and I consider all these things before I recommend something to you so you can stay safe. Always follow the guidelines. You never want to risk losing your hard work. Now, next up is going to be hair loss, especially for men. So luckily for now, my hairline is not receding, but it's never been the best hairline in the first place, that's for sure. Now, most people will experience some form of hair loss in their lives, and this can be really tough, and that is why the hair loss niche on YouTube is so strong. People are desperate, and that's goes. And the same for me sometimes. And you can help them out by making videos about hair loss prevention and hair loss strategies, new treatments, tips and tricks, how to basically help people. There are so many videos you can make on this niche. Plus, you can easily monetize with links to hair loss products, communities, etc. 8 out of 10. Moving on, the next faceless niche is going to be AI news. So if you're anything like me, you're so tired of AI news. Look, I love AI and it's really useful, but can we please stop the AI this, AI that all the time? But now forget about my feelings completely. This niche is still popping on YouTube. Just look at this. The views they're getting by simply reviewing AI tools is pretty incredible. And the affiliate programs here in the AI niche are going to be amazing. Many of these AI softwares and similar products often pay affiliates month after month as long as somebody stays on the subscription to their affiliates, which is a pretty good thing. So I'll give it like a 7.5. Now, I lowered the score a little bit because I'm just bored of this niche, to be honest. Now, the next faceless niche is going to be cruise ships. Now, what started out as a boat with maybe 10 rooms nowadays has turned into giant hotels on the water with thousands of people living in them. And you might have seen videos like this talking about the food on board, the catering, the logistics on a ship, and you could make similar faceless videos. Now here is a recent example to prove my point, because I could literally say anything, right? From only a few weeks ago with over 200,000 views. And let's have a 5-second watch of this video together to see what it looks like.
Because here is what you are actually looking at. The Symphony of the Seas, one of the largest cruise ships ever built.
So yeah, you could easily make a video like this, no problem. 7.5 out of 10. Again, not the best niche for monetization, but very good for views. Moving on to transport. So cruise ships are a part of transport, I guess, or hotels, but planes, trains, buses, all these are niches that get pretty good views. And the key is to pick one and start. That's really it. Next up is going to be luxury homes. Now, AI has gotten really advanced to the point where you can generate houses, interior designs, villas, all that stuff. And that pretty much opens up a whole new area of faceless YouTube, because you can now generate and use stock footage to create videos like this. Faceless, obviously with some human touch as well, and some gurus will tell you like everything can be automated. I don't think so, but you can make things very efficient with AI. Now, I wouldn't recommend this niche though as your first option, especially if you want to start quickly, because it's pretty competitive. So I'll give it like a 5 out of 10. It's better for people who are already established and want to kind of expand into other niches and build a bigger, ecosystem. Number 14 is exposing things. Now, there are a lot of YouTube channels exposing scammers and other bad actors. For example, this faceless video with 40 million views where he trolls scammers, pranks them, and does a very good service to the community. Now, I'll be perfectly honest, this video is very hard to make. I mean, he's spending hours and hours on calls with these people, and he's kind of like a tech expert. But you can make clips, top moments, or storytelling where you discuss multiple of these videos and patterns and how they did it and how they essentially help people out, exposing these criminals themselves. But you can create videos around it, even if you don't create the exact specific video like he's doing. And moving on to the faceless niche nobody's talking about, which is going to be invisible systems. Now, people are curious about how things work, like payment processing. What happens when you tap your card? How does Bluetooth actually work? How does this microphone work? I mean, there's so many questions people have. These are all videos that went viral that you can research and create much easier now with the help of AI. And none of these videos require you to show your face because you're talking about a specific thing. You're not talking about you. But if you want to start a faceless YouTube channel, you do need a proven strategy. So check out this video. It's free and covers faceless channels for beginners step by step. Check it out. It's a really good video.